Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Guild Wars 1 Let's Play. We are here to do the second episode of Eye of the North. Eye of the North is going to be quite a bit different than the rest of the campaigns, as is the first true expansion. I apologize for the last episode being a little bit weird. It was recorded all the way back at very early into the Prophecies Let's Play, so that's why it's a little bit weird. But we are back to current stuff, so yeah. How essentially it's going to work is there are three paths, more or less, in the story. I will be taking one character through each path, and then choosing one character to go on to the final end segment with. I haven't exactly decided which one I'm going to go to the final end segment with yet. It's probably not going to be the Mesmer. There's a pretty decent chance it's going to be the Ritualist. It's a little annoying because the Mesmer is on my main account, and really I kind of wish the Ritualist or the Paragon was on my main account. But what are you going to do? And then, for anyone curious how we're going to handle Guild Wars Beyond, Guild Wars Beyond is probably going to be... I'm debating between swapping it or setting it up between the three characters that we used previously for our stories, or me just picking a character that I have already that I would like to have the story done on. Because to be honest with you, I've never done two of them at all, and I've only gotten part way through one of them. So there's a pretty high chance we're just going to be doing it on my main character. So especially since we're probably going to need fully kitted heroes and stuff like that, and I don't necessarily want to drop all the money to fully bling out a character because some of the Guild Wars Beyond stuff is quite hard. But why are we here? We are here in Lion's Arch to do the final bonus mission pack mission because this is reasonably where it would fit in the story.
Would you like
Give
to
me
hear a story?
Gwen's story. We just met Gwen in Eye of the North again, so this is her
name
mission.
Is Gwen. This is her story.
This is her mission.
And she prays for the chance to strike back.
Her mission is a little bit different than the other ones, as you need no weapon. It's probably the coolest of all of them, in my opinion. But yeah, the flight north. This is basically the story of how she ended up with the Ebon Vanguard and ended up in the northern area. We're going to be meeting up with her a little bit older than she was when we originally met her in the first game. Here's Gwen. Looking quite disheveled. Finally awake, girl. Trust me, the nightmare of this world is far worse than any you could dream up in your fitful sleep. Today the Char plan to feed us to a siege tower simply for their amusement. But those vile beasts don't realize the extent of my vast knowledge of these lands. At one point, they were part of my estates. I know of a series of tunnels beyond that leads to some old ruins nearby. Beyond that lies freedom. I need only find a way past them for upgrade to once again breathe a free man. You there, pretty boy? Come on, show us. You fight half as well as you dress. So Gwen has some interesting skills. She has a move speed, something that lets her throw a rock, something that lets her hide, and lets her play dead and makes enemies not attack her. Look at that leaning pillar. I think I can knock it over with a rock. My freedom's at hand. If you can escape the confusion, do so. Farewell. Woe over already, worthless, such a pity for a man to die as useless as he lived. At least he could have entertained us. Perhaps you avoid bear sport, little mouse. You always did like to scurry. Tell me, though, where shall you go to now that there's nowhere left to run? You can answer with words, your tears will suffice. Okay, so what you do here is you make sure you're behind pillars for the siege attack. Then you grab the rock, and then you want to go over to... Let's try to get behind a pillar again. I can't fight that thing. I have to hide. The pillar is cracked. I wonder. You have to throw multiple rocks at it. So you wait for the seed strikes to come out. The seed strikes will leave a rock. You then grab the rock. Throw it. And then run away again. so it doesn't siege you. You just keep doing that a couple times. But it's cool because it's like a non-combat mission. I don't know. I think that's kind of cool. There's all this char up here, there. Alright, this should be the last one. It crushed it. Impossible, kill her before she escapes. Nope, let's get the hell out of here. Navigate the underground ruins and find an exit. Okay, so now we have the char chasing us. There's a gate lock. Maybe we can use that to close it. Must close the gate. I agree. Alright. See if we can navigate the underground. Hello, is someone there? Oh my, you're still alive. I knew the warmth of life once, but the char came. Now we, that is, I think you'll find her trapped here with us. Great sorrow encompasses this place, holiness within its cold embrace. Can't move, can't go home. Must relive sorrow forever. Must not fall. Only we know that the char have planned if we don't stop them. I'll fight until the last. The char cannot see our lands if my flame burns them first. She fled into this is the char. She fled into the ruins. Foolish mouse. No one enters that place and never returns. Postcards at the exit in case she attempts to be the first. Vesle may no longer be with us, but no matter how many char we face, remember we are not outnumbered. All of Ascalon stands with us this day. We shall not fall. We fight for the lives of our country and we'll fight for our future. Interesting. Okay, so essentially how this these catacombs are really cool. I really love a lot of the art in here. But how these work is essentially there are these research journals here. We pick up new skills by talking to them. I encountered my first char today, and my hopes of slowing their assault were quickly dashed. If for not a spell I devised on the spot, I wouldn't have survived the brutal attack. As a horror bore down on me, I manipulated the ether to imbue myself with the vigor of my youth. Thus, for a short time, I moved with the sure-footed speed of a char. However, the illusion seldom blasts, and the body must eventually pay for the follies of the mind. After a narrow escape, I suffered much physical strain, and yet better that than the unthinkable alternatives. Okay, now we got a speed boost that then cripples you at the end. Char striking us from the shadows amidst the chaos. Curse it all, I need light to aim my arrow. Must fall back to a more defensible position. So here you use basically both speed boosts. And that gets you through and you should be able to light this. What the char done to these poor souls, I must help them move on. So essentially how you do this is the goal kind of this mission is to basically help these souls fight their invisible char. So we help them there by lighting the torch there. Balthar blesses us with fire. May my hand guide this arrow. So now because of this, she's actually able to shoot them. Push back the char. Is he throwing his sword? Oh, no. It just looks like he's using a paragon animation. It looks like he's using a paragon animation. That's funny. Here's another research journal and another picture. Pretty cool. The char moved through the land with the speed of primal fury of a wildfire. I've begun to realize that simple defenses are not enough to slow its onslaught, so I devised a new spell. Or is it actually a relatively simple matter to use ether to alter the perception of an enemy, especially one as primitive as the char? In their minds, they believe themselves fatigued, atrophied even, thus slowing their relentless assault. I hope only it is enough. So, shared burden. This is an elite AoE hex that slows enemies. You're going to hold them back without verse. We must retreat. So what we do here is we just cast this on them. And then we follow our friends. And we essentially let them run away. We're not going to make it. We got to find some way to slow them down. Well, they slow. make sure we cast it again. You might actually be able to do it with body blocking. Like, not actually need to cast the spell, but that's neither here nor there. Some shroomies. We made it. Now we can regroup and figure out our next step. We must live through this. Here's another research journal. Reports of Char attacks arrive daily, so I've begun researching a way to protect us from these beasts by focusing the ether around my body. I can create a barrier. It's almost as though the air itself hardens, stopping arrows and deflecting blades. I need more time to perfect the spell, though. It requires an immense amount of concentration to remain, and lapse in and focus allow attacks to slip through. A bigger drawback is the energy lost from exertion. Perhaps if I could find some way to compensate. Okay, so it gives us distortion. Now we pick up this rock. There's a crack support back there. Presumably these are going to shoot darts or something at us, so we'll just run by. Nightmare Char, they're trapped up there. Okay. Throw the rock. Ow. The gods favor us this day, the beasts have fallen. Okay, here's a research journal, another one. The Char have come for us. All I can do is try to save my research and hope that somebody can use it to forge a better future for mankind. It was this overwhelming desire to stem the tide that inspired my last spell. I found a way to use the ether directly inhibit a foe's mind. The weave is complex, but when it's properly crafted, the spell slows the foe's actions. If they're moving through molasses, if only could slow this wave of inevitably about to watch our stress, some might escape. Added sum of all fears. One thing that I find quite interesting is, well, not quite interesting. That's a bad way to word it. That's not even what I wanted to mention. I don't know why I led with that, but I find it very hard to sympathize with the Char in Guild Wars 2 because I played Guild Wars 1 and I'm kind of curious if anyone else kind of has that opinion. Like, I kind of don't really care about them in Guild Wars 2 because they were the enemies in Guild Wars 1. Like, even, and I feel like they could have kind of like, the Flame Legion kind of takes a lot of the brunt for being the Char from Guild Wars 1. At least from like a negativity standpoint, but a lot of the actions and stuff of the Char kind of mirror their Guild Wars 1 counterparts, or at least it kind of feels like it. So even though they're technically good and like, not good, but like they're not the same people that did all the horrible stuff back in now, but you still see the seeds of that in their culture. But anyway, the gods favor us this blah blah blah. I feel as if we have awoken from a dream. How long were we trapped here, reliving our past failure? Time matters not. This girl has freed us. This alone tells me that our people yet live. Yeah, about that. I wouldn't get your hopes up. The Char took our lives, but we did not lose this battle. Not so long as the people of Ascalon still fight. Go, little one, leave the past behind. Greater battles lie ahead. Oh my gods, look at those Char. Alyssa, help me avoid them. Yeah, so you got a whole bunch of Char. And we have to find a way around avoiding them. We're trying to escape into, like, those mountains over there. Uh-oh. I think I'm going the wrong way, too. Oh, Jesus. Oh, this is bad. Strafe, 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 strafe. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I'm just gonna wait up here until my HP comes back. That was way too close. Because if you die, yeah, you gotta redo the whole mission. So, it doesn't help that I'm pretty sure I went the wrong way after coming out of the... I'm pretty sure I went the wrong way after coming out of the, I'm pretty sure I went the wrong way. So this is the cave, roughly. Pretty sure I'm supposed to go up that way. So I almost got myself killed for fun. Yeah. And on the bad side of this mission, the unique weapon skins from this mission are all ugly too. So like, come on. Even though it feels like they designed this mission first from a gameplay perspective because it's the one that's the most different and unique. Definitely feels like they designed the weapons last because holy heck are they ugly compared to the other ones. And some of the other ones aren't exactly the best, but by comparison. Where can I use this hide skill? I gotta be able to use it somewhere. I've never actually seen where you can use it in this mission. Okay, I think we're going up that way into the snowy mountains. I think. Is it here? Ah, here. It's like these places that you can hide in. Yo. Get us out of here. Get me out of here. Run! Flee! This hiding spot. If it is, then it really should be. Okay, it is. Yeah, this is where we're supposed to go. Okay.
Gwen found her refuge at last. She came upon a camp of humans fighting against the Char.
It's easy when all your enemies are the same race. Or different races. She's not a Char. No shit, Sherlock. She's freezing.
Though first suspicious, they admitted her into their ranks.
Suspicious of what?
Now Gwen serves as one of the Ebon Vanguard. Her wounds have healed, but anger still blazes in her heart.
What are they suspicious of? She's about 200 pounds too light and 60 feet and doesn't look like a shag rug. I get that the Ebon Vanguard's like it's like an elite task force basically, so like maybe it's a spy or something. But I find the funny idea that they think like maybe she's a Char or something, which is like, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute.
Let me tell you a story.
Let's get our Gwen story authorized, and we are going to pick up a weapon from that, even though again, not the best looking Char. Weapons, let's grab probably just grab a staff. Let's grab an illusion staff. Weird little bird thingy. But anyway, I want to thank you all for coming out. I hope you enjoyed the second episode of Eye of the North. I hope to see you in the next one. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.